Checking in with our own chief meteorologist, Alana Brophy. Alana, some intense rain over there in Texas.
Yes. Meanwhile, we've been dry in the Beehive State, Sarah, even overall for the month. We start with a few storms out there. Live view from Blanding. You're watching the wind, but you also see a little bit of storm development. This is one of the spots where lingering moisture was going to lend itself to the chance of some showers and storms. Satellite radar shows us the last few hours, fairly quiet conditions with that westerly flow. But here we go with the development. Over Grand Staircase, storms tracking east towards Monticello and Blanding, while we get some cloud cover with our zonal flow along the Wasatch Front. Dry conditions, and we're definitely cooler. As we zoom in, the forewarn radar shows exactly where those storms are. South of Hanksville towards Escalante. Quiet right now towards Monticello and Blanding, but we know the Four Corners will be active for the next little while here due to the fact that those storms are tracking east. The cold front that came through yesterday did its job, impacted our temperatures. You probably noticed that. We are on the drier side. Now we talk about the month, and yesterday we touched on St. George and Salt Lake running below average for the month of May. Put together that precip calendar, and you can see not many days with measurable moisture in Salt Lake City. We didn't even make it to 1.5 inches. We're usually at 1.82 inches for the month. Not quite there, and not going to get there. Dry conditions lends itself to the drought monitor, which is updated every Thursday. We always like to forewarn you on conditions. Right now we've got dry conditions on the eastern side of the state, from Vernal all the way to Blanding. That's something we'll watch closely. 24.2% of the Beehive State facing those abnormally dry conditions, also watching towards Kane County as well as portions of Washington County, but the rest of the state not facing drought conditions, and we're coming off of a healthy winter. But if we continue to have below average months when it comes to precipitation, we could see this expand. Of course, we're going to keep a very close eye on it. Live view from West Valley City, looking towards the Wasatch where there's snow still on top of the mountains. Cloud cover out there giving you a good indicator that we have a little bit of moisture. Temperatures on the cooler side, 71 in Salt Lake, only the upper 60s in Ogden and Cache Valley, 70s over in Vernal, but then the southern half of Utah, we do get those high 80s popping up in places like Hanksville, Green River, 95 in St. George. Where are you ready? Because the triple digits are knocking. We're going to look at why they're moving in. 70s turning to 60s along the Wasatch Front tonight. Dry skies by ABC4 News at 10:63. Futurecast walks us through the storm pattern as we get through the next couple of days. What you see tonight, quiet conditions by 10 p.m., a little bit of cloud cover. Now, high pressure wants to build for our Friday, but a weak disturbance undercuts that ridge and will allow for the possibility of a slight chance of storms towards Castle Country and eastern Utah. Notice how that disturbance extends from Uinta County to the Four Corners, Grand Staircase again. It's going to love higher elevations, but it's an eyes to the skies type of Friday for this half of the state. Meanwhile, in northern Utah, we should stay quiet, but we will see those temperatures starting to climb. A more southwesterly flow heading into our Saturday, but another disturbance comes through Saturday into Sunday, which will play with daytime highs. Looking at our upper level futurecast, you see that system that's going to sneak on through for our Friday. Heading into our Saturday and Sunday, another front on the move. Another as we head into Tuesday. High pressure doesn't get the chance to set up, but it does by the middle of next week, and it takes over. Forewarning you now, the heat's on the way. Above average warmth expected as we head through the first week of June. Forewarning you early, it's coming. 70s to 80s, 90s in the south, 98 in St. George tomorrow. The next 7 days in Washington County showing those 90s as the winds pick up for the weekend. We're still hot, but we're not the extreme heat. Can I say that? There you go, Wednesday, Thursday with those triple digits showing up for the first time this year. Now the warmest we've been in Salt Lake is 86. That could change going into Saturday with our southwesterly flow. Dry skies for the remainder of the 7 day. Just a slight chance Tuesday, maybe Sunday. Look at those numbers. Up, down, up, down. Not a significant wet pattern, but we're going to get some fruits.
We'll take it. It's some good news. All right.